Hey, what's going on, everybody? KazamaFury, and it's just what it says. Late night. What is good? I don't know how many people are gonna get this or anything, but I'm here. So, welcome to the late night talk, and of course, it's me again, KazamaFury, blue collar gamer, and it's been a crazy 3 days to this work week, and fortunately this morning coming I have off from my full-time job, so I'm able to do this late night one and stuff. As you can see, those crazy gray coming in, but that's neither here nor there. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I don't know what's really new today. Nothing much. And hey, do we have somebody? If you had a wonderful Forever 14. Hey, how you doing, true Resident Evil fan? I can tell you one thing. I'm glad you had a good Valentine's Day. Me, Valentine's Day ain't my thing, because I guess for the last few years I've just been single all the time, perpetually, and anyway, I just don't really like the idea of the holiday. Like, I feel, and it ain't being cheap or anything, it's just like I feel like I do, if I'm in a relationship, I'm doing all these special things for you just to keep you, you know, just to make sure she understands that I love her and I care for her and stuff, and I want to see her happy. So it's just that I feel like I see there's a lot of relationships that are loveless, and this one day of the week is that one day for them to actually pretend to care for each other. But in actuality, Valentine's Day it's just a corporate holiday. We know that. But you should be doing that for each other all the time. And I don't like one-sided holidays too. Like it just, everybody talk shit about some kind of patriarchy, and that's a matriarchal holiday. But this is not what this is all about. But that's why I really don't follow it. You know, just beyond being just single at the time. But hey, what's going on, Lance? See, now I can follow Jill Valentine's Day. Oh man. Yeah, I seen Resident Evil talk. I seen you there, Lance, earlier, and you was watching him play through the hard mode of Nemesis. That's a really entertaining game to watch, no matter how many times I watched them play it. I really like, I really like watching that. I like playing Nemesis. I gotta pick up and go. Where did I leave off at? I left off. I got my save point on Resident Evil. You still at work? Yeah, I'm off of job number 1 and 2. I'm done. Whew. What a work day. Like, the time went by fast. Like, I mean, I did a lot of work, but once you knock it out, you just trying to find a place to hide. When you do what I do, it's hard. When you're a housekeeper and you just take care of all your duties, they still want you to just do extra stuff, and I'm like, I need to sit down somewhere. So being a housekeeper is not hard. I mean, it's hard. Like, it's not easy at all. So, oh yeah, that's right. I just remembered, for everybody, I still have to get an American Sega Saturn. Hey, what's going on, Rage Ninja? How you doing? Welcome. I still gotta get me a American Sega Saturn. I got a Japanese one, but I got a lot of American games I want to play. Right here, actually, I got for dirt cheap when I used to work at EB Games. I don't know. I got Golden Axe. I got House of the Dead, the gun game. I remember, it doesn't look nowhere as good as it did on the arcade, because we all know that If you don't know your history of Sega Saturn, it was a 2D machine with 3D capabilities, but it was very hard to process 3D graphics on it. The only game that really pushed the Saturn in 3D were like Virtua Fighter 2, Dead or Alive, Virtua Fighter Remix, and believe it or not, there was even Shenmue was developed on Saturn, and it actually looked like it was going to be good, but they canceled it and remade it onto the they redesigned it on the Dreamcast. And let me see, true as ever fan base. I'm at the part on Resident Evil 3 Nemesis with Jill. Valentine falls in the hole with the giant worm. Yep. You on that part? I think I'm on remake. I'm at the plant house. That's what I just got. I streamed my first two parts. I streamed, which you can see on the channel. I'm at the plant house. That's where I left off at. And you best believe it's a cheat stream, so when I get back in that mansion, I'm murdering every motherfucking hunter I can get my hands on. Oh man, you best believe that. I hate hunters. But look what I got for $12. Hey, it's a GameStop exclusive. Give me 1 second. I like this one. It's big too to be a Funko Pop. Have you seen the claws on this thing? Check it out. If I can get you out of the box. Seen the size of the Hunter Funko Pop? Even the Funko Pop Hunter looks pretty scary. So, this thing here is pretty big for a Funko Pop. And I think they got other ones, but this one here you can only find at GameStop. Like Toys R Us got its own, like for example, they got Toys R Us got, if you follow WWE, they got Shinsuke Nakamura only at Toys R Us, his Funko Pop, you know. So stores are starting to get these exclusive ones, and Funko is just like whatever. Either way, we making money. People hunting down our products to look for it. So yep. Yeah, I started too. I'm from an era where we had Game Shark and Action Replay. And I beat Resident Evil 2 on its own. I remember, you don't know how many times Mr. X used to kill me. But the moment I beat that game, a couple of times without cheating, I beat it a few times without cheating. I went back and just started cheating. I'm like, fuck this, I earned it. So, there we go. I was like, fuck it, I earned it this time. So, I have a lot of Saturn games that I wanted to play. I got Rayman, but this one here I really want to play again. I really enjoyed this one for Sega Saturn. Look how big the cases were back then, just for a CD. Shining Force 3 Scenario 1. I really want to play this again. This is a game that's worth a good amount, I think. But this is RPGs before they went the way of getting rid of turn-based. Like most RPGs today, like Squaresoft is doing like this Game Shark was the DLC of the 90s. Yes, it is. And that's why we don't have any more cheat codes and stuff, because of things like DLC and paywall. The paywalls and downloadable content and microtransactions. That's why we don't have any more like Action Replay and cheat devices, because of things like that. That you actually, they charging you to buy cheats instead of buying one device that can work for multiple systems. This is, yeah. So if you have a Saturn, get your hands on Shining Force 3 if you are a fan of old school RPG turn based where you use land advantage. If you playing with a centaur character, he won't be able to attack strong on unstable land. So if you're in a hill environment, his attacks won't be strong enough because he's not sure-footed. It's just little things like that you just pay attention to. Unfortunately, scenarios 2 and 3 never came out in America, but I have them, and you can find translations for them, blow for blow, on the internet. So I've been able to play through scenario 2, which I gotta finish one day. I got a Game Shark that works for the American and Japanese Saturn, so I can always save, and it's a memory card, so I can always save my info on it, because the Saturn's memory battery was its fatal flaw. You'll play, and then you let that battery sit for a while, then next time you come back, your system's blank. So the Game Shark for the Sega Saturn allows you to actually save onto the card. I'm so sorry, people, but it's late night for a reason. So if you got the system, that's how it was. And like I said, I showed people before, I actually beaten Resident Evil on the Sega Saturn, which is hard. And I beat the Extreme Battle Mode, where they had an exclusive zombie Wesker, which we all know that Wesker revived himself right away because of the virus that he took. So when the Tyrant killed him, he came back to life. If you've seen the Umbrella Chronicle games, but in the Saturn version, before they retconned it, in the battle mode, there was a zombie Wesker, only on the Sega Saturn version. So look it up on let me see, on YouTube. They might have it, Sega Saturn Zombie Wesker, and they might have it on there. But yeah, there was something exclusive, and they had to find a different way to texture the characters. So the characters got, the faces weren't as jagged, but it looked a little bit weird in comparison to the PlayStation 1 version. But PlayStation 1 version had better, I believe, backgrounds, because they were more of a 3D machine. And I think Saturn had like more detailed textures of the characters itself. So I think a couple days ago we was talking about on here, we was talking about like the experience of the old Resident Evil. Like the Saturn version was the version that I beat. I beat the Saturn version, I beat the PlayStation 1 version, and me and my cousin was scared shitless because the Saturn version doesn't have the auto aim, which means you had to manually aim, and we had to go through the entire game and stuff manually aiming, and that's against hunters and shit. Yes, hunters. And you know how they are. Like, if you stay still too long, they'll cut your head off. And they don't, even if you got a full bar energy, that was crazy. So, what else do I have here? Let me see if I can switch to any channel to give you an example. Let me see on my bear with me. I'm gonna go through my my OBS and switch to different channels to see what I got, what's ready to play, if I have anything to set up. And there we go. I can go through those, so at any time I can flick on something. Let me see, am I in the mood? I got time, because I ain't got a lot of energy left. What can I play? For an example, let's see. Let's see what I got power doing. Oh man, Let's see, I got my place. Stay, Petey. Go back. Go back, lay down. Go back and lay down. Sorry about that, my dog. Lay down, Petey. Down. Down. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what can I play for you guys for a little bit. Oh, okay. Let's see what I got. Let me hook up everything for you. Hey, how you doing, Princess Zelda? How are you today? I am trying to figure out what to hook up real quick to give you guys a little bit of something I can talk to you guys and play at the same time. So bear with me a moment as I get everything situated. That's the thing. I don't have no emulators, no ROMs. I use straight up original materials. Maybe I'll get into the ROM game one day. Maybe. Right now I'm using all original pieces. So how's everybody doing here tonight? Lance, Princess Zelda, Rage Ninja, whoever's still with me, how you doing? I'm trying to get everything situated. Sorry about that. It is a mess. Okay. Plug you in here. Okay. That's the thing about them using my razor rip saw. And I'm trying to come on. Let me go to my different OBS channel and see what I got. Hey, he went to my channel and started to attack my video because he couldn't handle what I had to say. Who said that? Like, which, oh, a fanboy. I thought it's somebody that I knew. I'm about to say, what? Let's see something. One second. How you guys doing? So it was one of the Avid Experts videos. Wow, really? What did he say? We go to Ripsaw. Configure video. See, I'm trying to get this set up. Let's go to show. He made a comment about the DLC and how he didn't explain how he had the nerve to call me an asshole. Yeah, motherfuckers take shit way too personal. Like with this game, he's so emotional over it. Trying to figure out. That's not it. Let's go to device default. Configure video. Apply. Okay. Properties. I'm trying to figure all this out, and I'm reading here too. Yeah, you know, on this channel, you've seen people on my channel actually get bent out of shape and actually, like that guy. What's the guy name? That I was talking about like a week or two ago. That was like telling people to fuck off and all this other stuff because he called Resident Evil 7 a masterpiece, and we old and shit. I'm like, you know what? I was like, get out of here with that. Like, really, just get out of here with that. Because I understand, like, people got their preferences. Yes, I get it. People got their preferences, but you don't shit on other people's. You don't. You like, you know what? Well, I disagree. I liked it. And you're like, well, I didn't. Agree to disagree. No, you can't say that to some people. Some people get bent out of shape. Like, really emotional. I'm like, yo, it ain't even that serious. We have our opinions, and we stand by them, and what's the big deal? Like, seriously, like, there's a lot of people that say they love the game. I don't call them assholes for that. People like Resident Evil 7. It sold 4 million. Not as much as the older two that came before it, but it sold. So people apparently like that. But some people don't. I don't get why those people are so cagey and defensive. Like, you want to take that Capcom Bukkake and you think everything they make is perfect? I'm not that person. Nobody's perfect. So, alright, let's go to custom. Let's go to try to set this up. Let's go to match output. Okay. Let's go to device default. Default. Yeah, this thing is not right. I don't know. Just when I thought I had it, I got the settings. I know how to do. You know what? I'm gonna just have to just go with a different game because I know how to set this up for my PS4. Okay. Configure video. Let's go to. Okay, and let's go to custom. And we go to select. Let's go to 724. Let's see something. Oh, that's not working. Not working either. I know what to do now. So we're gonna go to properties. We're gonna go to custom. Bam. And we're going to go to here. It's crazy. Yeah, a fan cussed me out about that, but didn't explain nothing. They just cursed you out. They just hit you with a barrage of profanity, right? They really didn't say nothing that was like pertinent to anything. They just hit you with a lot of profanity. That's usually what they do. That is just what they do. Don't even feel like a fish out of water because that's what they do. Just hit you with a whole bunch of profanity, but they never, ever back it up. That's what a lot of fanboys are, or talk. You could tell a fan from a fanboy in a heartbeat, because a fan would be like pretty much how can we say, very impartial. Like they like something, but they call out BS in a heartbeat. Like, you know what? And we're gonna get sound in 1 second. Let me just go to properties, and we're gonna go to see. You know, he told me to look at the fucking wall. Oh, you want me to play Uncharted 4? Okay, let me get the sound going. Alright. Let's go to my voice meter. Make sure I'll get this up and running, because I'm not hearing the sound of the game. Properties. Let's go to configure crossbar, audio, video record out, audio, match it up, apply. Okay. Now it says no, it says to use direct sound. I'm using that. It usually works, but I'm not hearing anything. I can hear the mic. I want you guys to hear the sound, because what's the point? You know, I had it working the other day. What's the thing with these goddamn things? Because I should be able to hear the... I'm moving around. I should be able to hear the background music of the players of the PS4. It's the demo. Ugh. That's the one I'm like, please tell me this is just a demo and this ain't going to be the final gameplay. Tell me it's going to be like PT and then we're going to see the character after we get through this. Nope, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Yeah, a lot of people, and even somebody today. Oh yeah, today I reached my 400th subscriber. So, small milestone, yay! I hit 400 subscribers today, and I believe he spoke to me. He was telling me like, yeah, you know, the rumors is just driving everybody crazy. He was like, his opinion is he bet the rumors definitely are made up by a bunch of fans. I'm like, but and they not helping. I'm like, I understood just where he's coming from. A lot of these rumors coming on, it's just making us talk more about it and get more crazy about it. That's why I made the video about don't be on the rumor wagon. And thank you so much, Princess L. Thank you. If I could get this sound to work. If I could get the sound to work, I have the setting correct. That's the thing I don't understand. The setting is correct. But it's just making a noise. Hold on, let me try something. Let's go back to, let's enter rest mode for a second. I'm gonna check out something. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna work on something with that. The rumors are fake and it didn't make any sense. And thank you, Lance. And I'm just like Resident Evil Talk said. He like, since Capcom basically isn't saying nothing, they pretty much want us to forget about it. So I'm just gonna pretend like this remake doesn't exist. That's all we can do right now. And maybe we'd be like, oh wow. But this is what I really think. They just gonna wait to the last moment when it's close to being released, months prior, and they can just gonna put it out like, surprise, motherfuckers. It's in first person. Deal with it. Well, not like that, but that be rumors. I mean, this is me just basically knowing that they're gonna put out the game. They're gonna put out what they want to put out, and they're gonna put it out close to release date, just like they did with RE7. We got blindsided by RE7. We really did get blindsided by it. We had no idea they was going first person, and then that thing came out like around E3. That demo nobody knew about was Resident Evil 7. Then they announced it as Resident Evil 7, and then they announced it as in January 21st, and we was like, fuck, damn, we don't have no time to complain about it. That's what Capcom's not stupid. They know what they doing. They really know what they doing. They really do. That's why they're gonna put it out close. Try this again. Okay, it's still giving me the problems. It's probably my rip saw is not ready to stream. That's probably what it is. I'm gonna have to update it with the Synapse software, because it should be able to work. He said, "Well, lose my shit if it's first person." Yeah, I doubt it. Let's not go nuts over that. I really hope it's not. I really hope it's not. It shouldn't be. Like, I don't like, and people don't understand. Yeah, I don't think Capcom is that stupid. I don't think people don't get that. Yeah, there's a sound coming from that buzz I'm hearing is coming from the rip, so it gotta be, the sound is correct, the setting's correct, but let me see something. Let me mess with the voice meter feature and see what's going on. I mess with the voice meter section and see if all the sound is correct with that. Okay. Play virtual. This sound, this seems fine. All right. Yeah, my settings didn't change on that. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, blind man? Thank you for stopping by as long as you can. So, let me see. Yeah, I was just trying to get something going, but it seems like with equipment, everything wants to act funny. Everything really wants to act funny. So I don't really know what's going on with it. Let's go to the Synapse software. Let's see if I can get this thing to run. Yep, I am like Ethan Winters. He said, Princess Zelda, you really don't like Ethan? I see that all the time. Look at what they did to RE7. I was hoping Jill would be the main character, but we got Ethan, bitch ass. Yeah, Capcom is. Yeah, but think about it. I think she really was supposed to have been in that game. I really think that blonde haired woman was definitely Jill, because you remember the effects remember the Revelation game take place before RE5, and because of the experimentation, her hair changed blonde. So that them pictures of the unused characters I've seen in RE7 definitely look like a blonde haired woman who was like late 30s, early, like maybe 40. Now looked like it could be a Jill. Definitely. Only if I can put them into the stream to show you. Definitely what I was talking about. Let's see if I got something. If I got like a... See, these are all the different ones I did video. I used to do my videos basically from here. And I would go, and I would add like a browser source, and go here, and let's go to browser source, and let's go to add existing, and go here, and this will pop up, as you can see, like for Rotten Tomatoes. When I did the video about Justice League, you'll see that you know I was on Rotten Tomatoes, and the scores, like, you know, they tore them apart. So I was doing that. So I wanted to actually go to properties and actually see if I can show you the picture. Let's go to Google.com and actually move this here so I can show you what I was talking about. Let me see if I can interact with it. Interact. Let's go. Let's see if this brings it up. Images. Look at this. Tell me that didn't look like that could be Joe. As you can see, never used in Resident Evil 7. Never used in our Resident Evil 7, but you was able to see that that is definitely a blonde-haired woman. Yep. And it looked like that would definitely be, yeah, there was a lot of unused stuff. That definitely looked like that could have been a joke. Definitely. Look at Clancy. You know, this is definitely Clancy. We never got to see his face. But remember, you said it doesn't look like Jill, but they were doing this new photos on Symmetry. Remember, Chris? We did Chris for the new base staff, the new actors. So they grown. More than likely, this is what they're going to do to Leon and Claire, and the remake if it ever comes out, because they're using the same technology. So expect Leon and Claire to be given a realistic look. That's just what's gonna happen. So this definitely. Let's go to interact, and this one here is Clancy, which was in the game, but we always got to play with him as first person, based off of this guy. That's the likeness for him. They really pretty much, that was in the game. Clancy made it in the game though. Clancy definitely made it into the game. So they definitely gonna say Leon and Claire gonna look like some Saved by the Bell assholes. But yeah, I'm definitely sticking with this. I'm definitely thinking that was Joe. Like, let's go for the full body shot. Let's go to Let me see. A lot of people believe it's Jill, but let me see. See, when I put in Jill, it even pops up. Look at it. These were the full body shots of it. Definitely. The stilettos, the jacket, and stuff. Like, as you can see, all the characters in RE7 look like they were like dirty. They were broken down and everything. She looks like she's coming in fresh, new, dressed in boots, like she's on a business. So I'm telling you, like, there was definitely, look at this. This is another unused one. That's a closer end of her, but look at this. This one as well. There's a lot of stuff they didn't use, which makes me definitely believe, like, you know what? I probably would have liked this game a lot more if it did have Jill in it and had a more fleshed out story. I really probably would have. But hey, I really don't hope they fuck up Blind Man. I really hope they don't fuck their looks up either. But I got a sinking suspicion that it's going to be something like, oh boy, I don't know. They were supposed to have real life zombies as well. Yep. And you said Chris from RE7 looks like Justin Hartley. Yeah, just kinda. Like, Justin Hartley, I know who he is. He played Fox on Passions. He played Oliver in Smallville. The Green Arrow he played in Smallville. He plays in This Is Us as Milo Ventimiglia's son, retelling the story of the past. He was like, I know, he been in a lot of stuff. He was married to the to his co-star of the soap opera Passions, Lindsay Hartley, or Lindsay Corman, but they got divorced recently. They got a daughter together. I used to love her. Teresa was so pretty. She still is, but I know who you're talking about, Justin Hartley. I definitely know who you're talking about. Let's go back to, let's see if I can go back to the Jack. Yeah, let's go to Interact, and let's go to, let's look up RE7 Chris. Yeah, these two look nothing alike. Nothing. You see that? That's what we know. Hell, even Vendetta kept that look almost to a degree, but this is what we end up with. I'm like, fuck. Like the nightmare. This is what we end up with. You know? And I told people he kind of remind me of Arius, the design they use for Arius, and RE Vendetta. These are the different voice actors for Wesker. Who that? Chris Evans. Yeah, I was taking Chris Evans likeness over that. See. Yeah, this is all. That's what had people thinking, like, is this really Chris? But that's how he looked now, people. So that's what we have to deal with. This is Chris now, people. That picture right there ain't that bad. Maybe it's the graphics engine, but this picture right there isn't, you know. And they changed that a lot. Remember in the end of RE7, he was like, I'm Redfield. But then when Not a Hero got delayed and then he came out, they started calling him Chris Redfield again. He started referring to himself again. Like, because the fans complained. I know. Let's see if people got... Let me see. Maybe type in something. Let's see what people have made up. Even though I know the game hasn't been released yet, but you'd be surprised. Let me see what people got going on. What people have come up with. See. Check it out. Like, people, this is, you see what people doing? They making up all these assumptions. Will tofu return? We already know that all the old main voice characters are out. So, Allison Court, Matt Mercer, gone. We don't know what's going on. That's it. Oh, look what's in here. I didn't even know it would pop up in here. I swear to God, I did not know. So people, they actually, look, a picture of my YouTube video. I kid you not. Here go Dark Side Chronicles picture right there. And they are not going to look like that. They're going to look like real people. They're going to look like, they're going to give them this treatment. This Chris Redfield right here. They're going to give them the Chris Redfield treatment. They're going to find real actors and stuff. And the character models. I'm telling you, I can see it now. And that's not rumors. I'm just telling you what I feel is going to happen. I wouldn't mind this. This is fine. But they're going to go to match the look of RE7. I just got a big feeling they're going to do that. Here go Claire from The Generation, the first CG movie. This was right after Leon threw her the gun and she started protecting the little girl. She started, just before she caught the gun, she kicked the zombie in the face and just started like in slow motion. So they better get Ali Lauder and Johan Erb from the fucking movies, make them look younger. I mean, they done that with I mean, they can do that, but I doubt they're gonna get Ali Lauder because they don't want none of these games to tie to those movies. Do you want anything to really tie to the movies? Like, it's the thing that I bet a lot of people saying because the movies made money. That's the reason why 4, 5, and 6, especially 5 and 6, went to the more action-based route because the movies actually were making money. Like, surprisingly, they were cheap. They filmed them cheaply and they turned a profit each movie. So, and not only was Claire badass in that scene, she actually, it was Allison Court doing the voice and stuff. So she just bring, when you hear that voice, even though I know that voice also as Jubilee in the old 90s X-Men cartoon, but when you hear her do Claire and she, the way she says Leon's name, and you like, that's Claire, you know. Claire did a chick kick to the zombie. Yep. Even after the explosion and she had that glass shot in her leg, she still was one-legged shooting zombies and telling Leon, she's like, don't worry about me, go, this, that, and the other. But then Leon like, Claire, don't get killed. She's like, yeah, you too. So, oh man. Yep. But I wouldn't mind them looking like this. Look at this picture. We do what? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? We do it. And then they put out the birthday cake and it said, we do it again. And I was like, okay. Do what? Do what? I don't know. Oh, this is a cool picture. Whoever did this picture, that's dope. This is a good render. Like, these are all fan renders. But look, you see Dark Side Chronicles, Leon and Claire and Ada. Then they got Birkin, they got Sherry. This is all render from the Dark Side Chronicles technology. Fuck that dude ain't doing shit. I know he ain't doing shit. So, down, is only one thing I will be able to forgive them if they was like this. Look, we've waited a long time for the remake of one of the greatest games, and now it comes and it's even more. What if they was like, and you know, they actually did have Jill and everything, and they kind of made 2 and 3 into one big story. I'm half tired. I know what I'm saying will not happen, but just imagine if they would. They need to. If they taking this much time, this thing has to be high quality. It has to be high quality. If they taking this much time, I don't see them take like. Then look at this guy. He got mad at people. Like, stop whining. I'm like, stop whining. Stop whining. That's what I was like. Crazy. You know this Hideki Kamiya, and this is Kaiji on the film there. Yep. This guy made Mega Man. He created Mega Man, and he created Dead Rising, I believe. But you see, notice all these people are not at the company no more. Hideki's not there. Kaiji ain't there. Shinji Mikami ain't there. They were all like Clover Studios, and then they like, it's crazy what happened. It's Ada Wong from using RE4 engine and Dark Side Chronicles. That's why they kind of look alike, because it's the same engine. But yeah, man. Like, I don't know if I asked this before, but I wanted to, you know, my first Resident Evil experience was the original game in the 1990s for both the Saturn and the PlayStation 1. What is everybody's first game here that's with us tonight? What's everybody's first Resident Evil game? That's what I want to let me know. I'm looking at the comments right now on the screen. Let me know what's your first game and how that game made you feel. Like, because definitely, I think I told everybody Monday, like, the first game terrified me and my cousin. We was so scared, and we had to we took turns, but we beat that game, and we felt so accomplished. And here we are. We was 17. We was like 16 to 17 years old, terrified. All right. And Princess Zelda, you said RE2 on PlayStation 1. That was your first. Blind Man, you said it was Nemesis. And Resident Raccoon, what was it? The first Resident Evil? For you, Resident Raccoon. And you said Blind Man, your RE3. It was like, yeah, and it had so much action. It had Nemesis was relentless, and it just was. It was a really put together game. It was. I look back and I think, and it probably was all the stuff that they wanted to do with Part 2, but they decided to. You know what? We got all this. When Shinji Mikami was like, "I'm redoing Part 2 from the ground up." This was probably a lot of the unused stuff and much more. They added action to it. So it's like they took elements of the original 1.5 and then they took 2 and added some shit to it. So Nemesis had a lot going for it. And then Big Boss, you said yours was Resident Evil 2 on N64, which is a technical marvel that they were able to fit Resident Evil 2 onto a cartridge. Like, that's not an easy feat. This was like, Capcom was the shit back then. Now they just pretty much removed the from that. But yeah, you said Resident Evil 2 on the N64, yup. And then Hearth Rebel. Like, yeah, they should bring back Onimusha. My friend Demetrius wants Onimusha to be brought back. He would love, he's waiting for the first one to come back, or he's just waiting for the series. He loved Onimusha. He talk about it to me all the time, and I get him. I get it. And then Lance, I didn't know what Resident Evil was until my dad bought it for me. He gave me this game. I played. I got scared and I haven't slept through the night. And you've been hooked ever since. Yeah, that's what it did. That game really did it. And the randomizer. Am I caught up with the comments? Yes, I am. And he said they had the randomizer mode, and I was always jealous of that. Let's see. Who directed Onimusha? I don't know. That's a good question. And this one, the greatest hits version came with the demo of part 2. This one. It's in pretty good condition. Like I said, I didn't mess it up. This is the first Onimusha I got. Samanosuke, patterned after Takeshi Kaneshiro, which is, he's an actor over in Japan. He's actually of Taiwanese and Japanese descent, but everybody knows him as Takeshi Kaneshiro. When I seen that movie, The Returner, I was like, oh shit, it's the dude from Onimusha. Now look at me. I'm 30 years old and stressed the fuck out because Resident Evil is not what it used to be. I think most of us are stressed out. I think only the blind fanboys that kiss ass to anything Capcom do are the only ones who love this. And I tell you that the jump scare lovers who like Five Nights at Freddy's and shit like that, they fall on with this. Now they feel like they are the authoritative voice. They are the authoritative voice of Resident Evil, but it all sounds like gentrification. They like, you ain't gonna come in. You're not gonna come in and gentrify fucking Resident Evil. No way. Not on my watch, assholes. Not on my watch. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, I didn't play the 4th one because it didn't have. I was like, who's this? What is this 4th one? I got I got 3 of the first 3 right here. So yeah, I know. I forgot about the 4th one. When I saw it was like a new character that wasn't Japanese, I was like, what the hell is this? Who the hell is this? So, you know what's really good that I like? Before Lords of Shadows and Castlevania, before Lords of Shadows, it was Lament of Innocence. It had one of the best music tracks on it. It's like some gothic techno, and it really fit the universe and stuff. But this was the 3D one that really did it. The N64 3D Castlevania was booty. This was the one that really put it into the 3D one. But of course, you have your it was old school fans who were like, no, Castlevania is 2D only, and they didn't give it a chance. That one there, they should have gave a chance. I grew up on the original Castlevania, and I remember how many times you died playing Part 3, which was just insanely difficult. But that game there was just, it was good, because it felt, the whip, it felt like Castlevania, but it was kissed by Devil May Cry's mechanics, but it felt like Castlevania, like the finding the items, breaking the wall, the whip, the using the hearts and all that. It really kept the feel of it while taking a step into a new direction. That's how you're supposed to do a 3D update to a series. That's how you're supposed to do it, you know? Yeah, N64 Castlevania. Like, I didn't care much for N64 for the simple fact that the control, I could not get on board with the control system. Me personally, I could not get on control with it. I just couldn't. Now look, I got Look at this. If people don't notice, I got part of Billy Cohen's tattoo, but instead of Mother Love, I stopped it at the M, and right here is a part of Jin Kazama's mark on his arm if you play Tekken. So that's where I did. I combined both of these, and then I put another. I put the R over here, so it's MOR, pretty much like another variation of it. And I wanted to finish it, but that's just basically what that is right there. Yeah, a lot of people got a Sympathy of the Night. I have it up here somewhere. It's not in its original case, but I have Sympathy of the Night up here. Give me 1 second to see if I can find it. I do have it though. Yeah, I do have it still. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Hoth. You know, I wanted to do... I had this tattoo for some time now, and then I have one on my chest as well, as you can see. See, I'm into Sentai, like over in Japan. Sentai is what it is before they translated it and dub it as Power Rangers. So I'm into Sentai, and my favorite Sentai series was Geki Ranger, and they mark was the scratch mark, which is what I have right here. So I mean, I had that, and then this 3 I have on my arm is basically my own design. That one there I designed completely on my own. I'm the 3rd and final child, so yeah. And it's part of this artwork. It's part of these characters I've created a long time ago and stuff. This was the insignia, so that's how that goes. You know, I was trying to get that to work, like the game thing, but I don't know what's... You gotta head out? Alright, Blind Man. Have a good night. Thank you for dropping by. Yep, I was trying to get this game thing to work, but it doesn't seem to want to work on me. You know? I was really trying to get it to work, the sound. See? So I have it set correctly, but it doesn't seem to. Alright, let's go to power on, standby, running. Yeah, it's not. Driver not ready. Yeah, that's the thing. It could be just the driver on my ripsaw that's preventing the sound not from going in. Let's see, I beat Sympathy of the Night so many times I got sick of it and bought the Wii U just to get the other Metroidvania games. Yep. Now, did you hear about that? That when they redid Metroid 2, The Return of Samus, now you gotta buy amiibos to get the extra canteen and different costumes. I'm like, you gotta be joking. They doing that already? They are doing that already. Did you ever get the tattoo in the traditional Japanese fashion with a needle and hammer? I'm like, you might have to get me drunk to do that crap. Yeah, but now Nintendo doing that too. Yep. We can't be surprised anymore. Even Nintendo's jumped on the microtransactions bandwagon. Them, of all people, yep. You know they were. They got nothing but they first party games anyway. And all their third party ones run like shit with frame rate issues. You know this, all the games that run good and look best are the first party ones. That's just the way it is. And people don't understand that they have to, like, these game developers from an economic sense have to start a separate development of the Switch games. They can't develop them simultaneously like they could the Xbox One and the PS4 version and the PC version. They can't do that simultaneously, like develop them. They have to do a special. Well, the PC I think gets its own because it's pretty much optimized. PC is very easy to run on, so that doesn't really cost much trouble. But you can see that the console versions are pretty much PS4 and Xbox One are pretty much co-developed at the same time. Switch has to develop its own subsidiaries or spend extra resources to put out a version for that. That's why the version comes later, because maybe if they sell enough on the other consoles, they can fund them spending the time and resources to make it on Switch. A lot of people don't get that. We got like my friend been really showing me that there are people port begging hard. Switch fanboys port begging. They be like, oh wow, they want everything out on the Switch, and let's keep it real. Graphical limitations. We already know that they can't do everything. There's a lot of shit that they can't do. And these people, these fanboys are like, oh, I want it out on that. Now I'm like, you know what? Just face the reality. If you really want the game, you're gonna have to buy a different console. Just deal with it. It's not coming out. It's not gonna happen. It sounds definitely not working, so I'm gonna do that some other time. I tried, but yeah, it's not going to work. And you see, Nintendo is getting corrupted. Yes, they are. And so I'm legit surprised that they would. I'm not. Nintendo cares about money more than anything, and they care about spending as least money as possible and making as much as possible. They want to spend less and make a shitload of more. That's why you think the games, the consoles barely go down in price. It takes a very long time for them to go down in price. Why you think that they always opt in and go with the lower quality graphic machines, and they say it's all about the gameplay and innovation? Why do you think they do that? Because they want to focus on buying and developing something that's cost effective, and then they push innovation on you so that they don't have to spend a lot of money. You buying it because you have the name Nintendo as a reputation, and that's what you buying. You hell, you buy the same. Every new console comes out with a Mario game, and then Mario, you don't hear from him for the rest of the system's lifespan until maybe a year or two later, if the system's still around. Look at Odyssey. We're not gonna get another Super Mario. Odyssey was good. I played it. I loved it. You're not gonna get another game like that until maybe 2019. I mean 2019, the end of it maybe, or the middle. You'll get another flagship Mario game and stuff, and hopefully they take more time. Yeah, you get another Smash Brothers, and hopefully they take their time, and the next Zelda won't have any glitches. Because man, Breath of the Wild had a lot of issues with it, and I'm like, I'm not buying this game, not just because of the issues. I'm like, what the hell? Every weapon you get breaks. Now I gotta worry about breaking weapons and fighting and breaking weapons and fighting and breaking weapons, and I'm like, this is not a Zelda. This is not what I. No, this is not Skyrim or some crap like that, or Muramasa, the Demon Blade where you break weapons. No, this never happened in Zelda. All right, I love the open-ended aspect of it, but Jesus Christ, you know. like I said, they take another, they take a lot of time making these games, and that's all they got. Like, it's the first party games. If they spent more time getting third party games to maximize, you now let's be honest here. I mean, otherwise for portability, if it wasn't for the portability, a lot of these third party games wouldn't be selling on the system. Like, what do you think? If, let's say the Switch had the exact same graphical output that it does, but it was a home console, and it played games exactly the same way the portable one did. Nothing significant about that. Would you buy that version over the PS4 and Xbox One version if you own those consoles as well? I doubt that you would. So what Nintendo got going for it, while it has the success with some of the third party games, is that it's a portable system. It's a portable console, basically. If so, let's say they put out Assassin's Creed, and then I had a choice between buying Assassin's Creed for either my PlayStation 4, my Xbox One, or my Switch, and I'm gonna buy it for one of those two because I'm gonna get a better gameplay out of it. That's only if the Switch was a home console, but maybe this particular game I want to play on the go, so this is why the Switch is successful with some of the third party games, because they know they don't. It's actually pretty genius if you think about it, you know. And you say I got the new Zelda, and I agree. You hate the weapon break and stuff. Yeah, it's still a good game. It's just, I don't know. I just wasn't. I'm like, I wanted the Mario one more than anything, and like I said, somebody stole my console, and I just spoke with the people at my job and stuff. They were, all right, it's reconnected. Sorry, everybody. Sorry about that. But even though it looks slightly better on the Wii U, I mean slightly better on the Switch, it plays better on the Wii U. It's more fluid and stuff. But I don't know, if you got the Switch, get Bayonetta 2 if you never played it for the Wii U. Bayonetta 2 is awesome. I kid you not. But it is far past, I know I'm off, but it's past my bedtime, because I gotta get, ready. I get up in the morning, take care of the dogs and whatever, and go to the gym. And I'm really tired right now. So I went 1 hour and nearly 1 hour and 15 minutes. I didn't expect to be that long. I didn't expect to have more than 4 people watch me. So really, thank you so much for popping in, and I'll be doing this again hopefully soon. So just stick around, and thank you for helping me reach 400 subscribers, everyone. Thank you so much, and thanks everyone for sticking to this one guy. I'm just a guy here in front of the computer who loves video games and Resident Evil. So yeah, man, have a good night, everybody. I'll see y'all later, okay? So thank you down the list. Thank you everybody who joined, even if they're not here still. Thank you, True Resident Evil fan base. Thank you, Lance Lewis, Rage Ninja. Thank you, Princess Zelda. Thank you, where's he at? Blind Man, who's gone now. He had to leave. Thank you, Hearth. Thank you, what's his name at? Big Boss. Well, yeah, you're still here with me. And thank you. One more person I wanted to thank. I said Hearth Rebel. Yeah, got him. So that's about it. Thank you, everyone. And may the force be with you too, Hearth Rebel. Peace out.